On the political stage, sometimes a single brick can shake an entire empire. This massive structure you see behind me now is not just a bridge connecting Canada and the United States of America. It is the new front of the "who is tougher" clash between Donald Trump and Mark Carney. While Donald Trump, in his usual threatening style, shouts, "I will not let that bridge open, you will pay tribute to America," an unexpected move came from the new technocrat leader of Ottawa, Mark Carney. The opening of the bridge may be postponed, but not because of a technical failure. Carney put the delay card on the table against the threats of Donald Trump. Today, we will talk about how a bridge turned into a diplomatic weapon and how Donald Trump hit a brick wall. Fasten your seatbelts, because this time, it is not diplomacy, but revenge speaking. It all started with one of those famous midnight posts by Donald Trump, the Gordie Howe Bridge. This massive strategic asset, built with $6.4 billion coming out of Canada's pocket, set the two leaders against each other. Donald Trump suddenly came out and said, "America is getting nothing out of this. If you do not give half of it to us, those gates will not open." This was not considered just a trade negotiation. It was evaluated as a literal modern-day extortion attempt. Donald Trump made a big outburst, ignoring even the fact that the state of Michigan is already a partner in this bridge and that part of the steel and labor is American. However, the real goal was not the bridge. It was to say, "I am the boss" to the new leader of Canada, Mark Carney. So, what did Carney do after these words from Donald Trump? He did not respond to the shouting of Donald Trump by shouting back. He is an economist and a former central banker. In other words, he knows exactly where to hit his opponent. While Donald Trump thought he had taken the bridge hostage, Carney informed the office of Donald Trump that they had postponed the opening to an uncertain date. He stated that the reason was detailed security inspections. But everyone knows that this is a very clear, "we will keep you waiting" message given in response to the customs duty and annexation threats of Donald Trump. So, who is being billed for this political stubbornness? According to expert reports, every week that the Gordie Howe Bridge does not open, the economies of America and Canada lose exactly $7 million. This is not just a figure. This money comes directly out of American customs gates in the pockets of Michigan taxpayers. However, the amounts to be repaid due to the taxes of Donald Trump, which the United States of America Supreme Court canceled, will tolerate this loss for Canada. The state of Michigan is a 50% partner in this massive structure, and every day that Mark Carney keeps the bridge locked, he throws the investment of the United States of America into the trash. Furthermore, every extra hour that transport trucks wait increases costs in the entire supply chain, from automotive to agriculture. Donald Trump may want tribute, but his only achievement so far is imposing a delay tax of millions of dollars on American industry every week. While Donald Trump threatens to make Canada the 51st state, Carney holds the tap of the bridge and says, "If you break the rules of the game, that trade line you want so much will never work." Carney challenged Donald Trump by saying, "We did not want this fight, but if someone takes off the gloves, we are ready too." This went down in history as the moment the timid policy of Ottawa, which had lasted for years, ended. The Canadian administration has now started to follow a completely different policy. Now think about it. Why does the mainstream media describe this as an ordinary logistics delay? Because the fact that Mark Carney showed such strategic resistance against a populist giant like Donald Trump has turned the plans in Washington upside down. Donald Trump was expecting Canada to kneel without causing trouble. Carney, on the other hand, presented him with a labyrinth and gave an unexpected reaction. This bridge does not just connect Windsor and Detroit. This bridge stands out as the first fortress of the post-Trump world, saying, "We will not surrender." Now the real question is this: will Donald Trump swallow this technical delay move, or will he escalate the tension even further? Do you think this superhuman patience and strategic move of Carney will be enough to protect Canada? At Deep Agenda, we will continue to explain the dirty chess behind the headlines. If you also say, "Let us hear the truths now," join us from below. When the lights go out, the agenda begins to operate. See you in the next file.